Going out into the woods when you're having contractions just to make sure you'll have a nice view of a pretty lake during labor. This sin is for making me spend 15 minutes researching lemons in the 1700s. Yes, they had them in New England. Maybe they were used in childbirth, and yes, I am still confused.
Please let him live! Please, my love!
Wait, so they were already together? I've waited 8 episodes to find out how the two started hooking up, and you're not going to tell me, are you? I don't care about her dumb baby. No offense, dumb baby.
I can offer only time.
How much time?
Asking this when the Reaper has just allowed your previously dead son to be born alive. When Rio bends the rules of the universe, you say thank you and then get back to birthing your child. The caption for this sentence is literally speaks Latin. You might as well not have bothered at all. I can't tell you how monumentally useless those subtitles were in that moment, but I can show you. Here, have a sin. Also, just once I'd like a spell to be in German so I can be more entertained than confused. This show is trying to single-handedly bring Latin back from the dead. Murdering people who offered you food. Someone offers me food, I'm their friend for life. Buy me a pizza and I'll help you do anything. From moving boxes to murdering someone who didn't offer you food. Dining and dashing.
Do you shame your mother?
Thing my mom asked me during every parent-teacher conference somehow makes it into the episode. She is murdering and draining these witches right next to a crowded market and no one comes over to see what's going on. It's the 1700s. They literally have nothing else to do besides going towards screams. They don't even have casinos yet.
Walk, walk, walk the road.
Subjecting your viewers to hear another little boy singing after the torture that was Wanda's twins singing about ice cream.
I'm hungry.
You want a lesson, you say?
No, Mom. I want some chicken nuggies, but all you have is deception.
But I cannot heal you. I cannot protect you from what's coming.
But can you feed him? All of this was because he wants some food? What are you going to do when he asks for his Millennium Falcon Lego set? Recite Shakespeare?
Pierce.
That was a weak-ass attempt at blowing dandelion seeds. Look at that. Most of them are still attached. Forget magical lessons, Agatha. You gotta build that kid's lung capacity.
We can kill more witches tomorrow. I promise.
Unkeepable promises. Oh no, the shot is red now. Something bad must be about to happen. Are you kidding me? Rio sent Nicholas back to his mother one last time? I'll put these flippin' onions in the recording booth again. Now I have to disinfect my keyboard so the emotions, the onions oils don't linger. Onions. I'm going to ask a controversial question here. I feel bad even asking it, but Agatha's kid died over 260 years ago. Shouldn't she be over it by now? Just a little bit? Yeah, it's sad, and she's had to have seen a lot of people die by now, right? It happened a really long time ago, is all I'm saying. Yeah, I'll send myself out. Also, this has a cough. Death is way less cool than her giving up her kid for the Darkhold or something, right? Sure, technically his death paved the way for the greatest witch-killing trap ever, and that's a pretty great deal for Agatha, but the show asked me to do the mental gymnastics to make Nicholas's death more interesting than a cough.
You must know the way then.
Not even waiting until Nicholas's funeral is over to ask Agatha for a favor. Come on, she hasn't even finished saying goodbye and you're already interrupting to ask about the road? 3 sins for poor etiquette. I would never be so insensitive.
Down, down, down the road, down the witch's road.
You really wanted to get as much mileage out of that song as you could, huh? It is great, but I feel like even the Eagles didn't play Hotel California this much. I like how this whole con depends on Agatha getting people so angry they try to immediately kill her with magic. Why does no one, throw a punch? Why does no one strike her upside the head with a stick? Personally, I never want to get so powerful that I forget the classics. You go into your Disney Marvel show worried they're going to take the edge off the villainous protagonist, but lo and behold, she actually turns out to be a serial killer con woman? And damn, maybe this is a bit much? She can't even use the death of her son as an excuse because she was already a serial killer when he was alive. We're back to episode 2? Did Christopher Nolan give you permission to skip about your show's timeline this much? Because I kind of feel like you need his permission to jump around this much.
I saw you die.
Yeah, we just covered that, Billy. Try to keep up. She's a ghost now.
By the way, I did not sacrifice myself for you. I took a calculated risk.
Calculated risk to do what? To be translucent? To never need keys again? To guest star on CBS's breakout sitcom Ghosts?
Unlike your mother, sorry, Wanda, you actually did something interesting with your power.
Wanda did lots of interesting things with her power. Her power led to Hulk versus Hulkbuster, Thanos' ass whooping, creating Billy, and subsequently Billy's fascinating power. So give a witch credit where it's due, Agatha.
I'm a murderer.
Manslaughterer. Being a teen is no excuse to not know the law. Though, to be fair, you are also an attempted murderer since you did try to kill Jen and Lilia, but we'll just gloss over that. So, Jen made it out alive. I was wrong about my prediction, so here's a sin for making me wrong. It's petty, I know, but I've got what it takes to be that bitter. Again, I have to ask, a bunch of spooky shit happened in this town when Wanda was there. More spooky shit happened last night when Death fought Agatha. And Nick Fury doesn't have the place under 24/7 surveillance? How was no one from Sward here to watch Jen fly away? That's right, I said Sward. Hang on, it's been 1 day since Agatha died. Who boarded up her door? Billy didn't do that before he left. Did her neighbors decide enough was enough and nobody should live in this house for a while?
Looks like analog magic.
As opposed to all the digital magic everyone's been using so far in this show?
What are you doing? I'm banishing you.
For someone who was shaken up for being responsible for murder a few minutes ago, he sure is willing to murder this ghost. I know, it's weird because she's already dead, but if you look at it as him removing a sentient entity from the world, I think it tracks. There are 32 candles at Billy's feet in the shot, but only 31 of them are lit. Wouldn't that mess up the ritual?
Why are you still here? Why won't you just die?
Because I can't face him!
You mean your accomplice? I mean, 6-year-old son who already knows you're an unrepentant serial killer? He'd probably be pretty chill if he saw you again. He'd be all like, hey, Mom, you kept killing witches? Just couldn't help yourself, huh?
I'm sure he would forgive you for whatever you did.
Someone needs to tell Billy that bad people can be sad too, but that doesn't mean they don't still deserve to be banished. If that was the case, I'd never been kicked out of a club in my life. What? I do things. I'm hip.
Coven 2?
Not immediately following those words up with Electric Boogaloo. That's really sweet until you realize that whoever buys this house next is gonna probably have the basement tore up and redone. So it'll last for, what, a few months, tops? Also, plaque does not include a tiny asterisk with the line, I died on the Witch's Road and all I got was this memorial plaque in an evil witch's abandoned basement.
Let's go find Tommy.
No. First, you must find Senor Scratchy. This show isn't ending without confirmation that the bunny made it out alive, is it? Is it? You monsters.
Dude, I just don't know why you're limiting yourself to one bun. There's plenty of buns out there.
Good soup.
Boo! You stink!
All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us.
Why won't you just die?
Nanomachine, son!